I was suggested to look at one particular modder, and they had this really cool looking Ibishu, but I mean, if we're gonna be honest, it really is very much a skyline. And this one comes to us from LJ74. Pretty good looking mod, but you may notice here that this is actually a very sporty looking car, but mine isn't. And in fact, it's not available at all. But I still want to review this mod. See, I have nothing against people wanting to monetize their mods. I think that is A-okay. In fact, I made a post about it recently, and people were saying that if they were to get paid for their time, it would be thousands of dollars. And I fully understand that. I spend days making a single mod. So if you want to go support this guy and try out the full mod, he's got a Patreon. It's $5.50 Australian a month, and you get access to a whole bunch of things, including future coming projects. Just to put that out there. I personally am a bit of a pauper, so I'm not going to splurge and do that. I'm just going to have a bit of a test with what everyone has access to here. And to test it out, we're bringing it to this Tokyo, I think it's a Shuto Expressway. I have seen a lot of people do this map in Assetto Corsa. And I also noticed that we got a map control. I'm not sure what this is. We have time of day, we can change weather. You know what, let's go nighttime, because I did notice that there was a lot of lights, except the lights aren't, oh no, there's the lights. Wow, that was cool. Let's go with also a little bit of fog, a little bit of rain. Oh, okay, oh, big lag. Oh, okay, that's weird. The rain is only if the camera is stationary. What if I'm moving the car? Oh, because I had the game paused. Oh, brakes are not good on this thing. Wow, you know what? This is probably more about the map than anything else. Let's hide this, and I think it's Control-Shift-T brings up traffic. I don't usually use traffic, but this seems like the sort of map where I might have some. And they're in finally. Let's hope that they work properly as well on this map. They seem to have put a lot of effort into this map, so I would be surprised if the traffic doesn't work. Oh, no, there they go. We got nobody behind us. All right, we can change lanes. What a lot of people do, I think it's called like no hezi, is you meant to like race in between. Okay, well, brilliant BeamNG AI there. I think I need to turn lights on. How do I, there we go. And to turn lights on? Let's turn some high beams on. Can't really see it though. This is fun to go through. Probably should have set the traffic to be much older. Oh my god, why would you do that? I mean, I didn't get damaged, but ripped his bumper off apparently. This is not a bad vehicle. It feels like what you would expect a car from this time period in the rain to feel like. Though I am probably gonna go and turn rain off because this is gonna become hard to drive. Why are they changing lanes like this? What are you doing? You absolute moron. Okay, well, we're driving our damaged. Why are you turning back into me again? Oh my god, the AI in this game are just completely oblivious. Did he just, I think he just came to a stop. Genius. I mean, AI in BeamNG is still fairly new, so I can't be too upset about it, but come on! I think I might take this to a racetrack. Cool map and all, but unless there's a lot of traffic, it's not really doing... What is up with your lane changes? Goodness gracious, is that something they deliberately set up on the map, maybe? It all comes down to how they set up the roads. Maybe they have the roads just like crisscrossing lanes all together, and then they kind of expect your timing of vehicles. Oh god! Whoa, that hurt. Oh, look at the detail on the underneath. That's gorgeous. Let's have a little bit of a closer look at the engine. Now, I know I am driving the wrong side drive vehicle, but we're just gonna have a bit of a quick look under the hood. And in there we have what looks to be a fairly large Ibishu 4-cylinder looking engine. Is that is single, so that's I think reverse flow is what it's called, and not a cross flow head. So very much of the Japanese sort of era, very nice. A lot of detail in here, hose pipes a little bit generic, but it all looks pretty darn good in here. They put in a lot more effort than what I can afford to do. The guy spends so much time making mods, and they may not come out very often, but the guy's able to make a whole bunch of money. Now, I personally have to do more quantity on YouTube to make my money, and once I divide my money up between me and my editor, I think I earn a little bit less than he does. So, I mean, that goes to show how much people love this guy's mods, and oh my god, I mean, look at the radiator. It just looks so much better than everything. It just looks good. I also don't usually do full vehicle mods because they're a lot of work. In fact, let's have a little bit of a quick look here. Yep, everything seems to match and line up quite nicely. They've done a really good job here. They even have the collision mesh stuff line up with his body line. They've put a lot of thought into this. Let's see its destructive physics. There we go. That's pretty cool. And in the boot, oh, they've got the corkboard backing, like a lot of vehicles back in the day did. That's really awesome. Do they have the spare tire under here? Oh, that's unfortunate, but still, what sort of suspension do we have on this thing? That is semi-trailing arm. Ah, interesting. Then down the back here, that looks like an automatic transmission, but then again, I don't really know. I also don't think that these are generic models from other vehicles. I think these are custom. That is a very weird looking transmission mesh, but, or skin of some sort. I'm not sure what I'm looking at there. It's doing weird things, but that is a lot more effort than I ever put into vehicles. Let's see what sort of customization we have. The normal sort of stuff. No diesel option. We don't have the flared options, unfortunately. Apparently there's something to edit on the roof there, but we don't have the option. That's unfortunate. A coated underbody, so I'm assuming there's like probably just a bare steel version that's lighter. Same with the bumper. It's got only the basic version, but some cool things in here. Chrome front bumper, and then we've got a painted front bumper. What does that look like? It looks exactly the same. Doesn't seem... Oh, we're changing the interior with this one, so let's put that back. I don't think we actually get the painted front bumper. Okay, well, sure. Oh, wait, it didn't actually change. That's weird. Okay, painted front bumper. You know what it is? I think the option is showing up, but it's not actually there. Because if we go back again after going to a different tab, yeah, it goes back to chrome front bumper. That's a weird bit of a glitch. BeamNG does weird things, though. Engine? Oh, no, we only get the basic version. Oh, that's very disappointing. Oh, but still... This vehicle does drive fairly fun-like. We can, however, switch back to correct side drive, and it doesn't look like there's really much else we can change. We can change the tires, but that's just because they're default tires. Rear suspension, nope. All gonna be set to default, same with rear shocks. I mean, I can't expect too much. This is the free version, and yeah, the free version be free, bro. So if you're wondering why I don't take suggestions and why I don't take money for mods, is because generally a level of quality of this is what people expect, and I don't have that much time to spend on my car. So when somebody comes along and makes great mods like this to make their living, oh, you just know that they are putting in the time to do it. Myself, I mostly just like to get a vehicle to a point where it's driving and have a little bit of fun. And because of that, I have no guilt. Because of that, sorry, I should say that I don't charge anything because I will be filled with guilt. And they are not of this level. Not even that GNX. That GNX was very slapdash. People called it a mesh slap, and I don't think those people really know what a mesh slap is. But, this is so much higher quality than that. I mean, you know what? I'll give you a bit of a benefit of the doubt. It is like a semi-mesh lap. But that also makes me want to make an actual mod that is a real, total mesh lap. Completely lazily done. Just so then people will be like, oh, these are just a mesh lap. And then I could just point them to the one mod that is an actual mesh lap. Oh god, oh god, oh wow, okay. I love the fact that it's got the open wheel. I like that the suspension is not perfect, especially considering it's semi-trailing arm, which is what you expect from geometry like that. Oh, once you get into the tank slapper, it becomes a little bit tricky to bring it back into line. This is just, it's a fun, cutesy little vehicle. It might not be really suited to something like the Automation Test Track, since the Automation Test Track is really meant for much higher speed vehicles. So I'm going to bring it around. We're going to go through the slingshot to start with. Then we'll go through Bavarian Bend, and we're just going to fork off onto some more tighter handling sort of sections. You know what? I want to try this on a hill start quickly. So we'll just take it around this off-cambered Bavarian Bend. Get it nice and braked. Keep it nice and tight is generally a good rule. Not always is that applicable, but that seems to be one of the best ways to get around. And then, here we go. Handling circuit. Now we can rep that handbrake a little bit more. Oh, yeah! That was fun. Get it drifted. Turning. Oh, no. That's fine. We can push hard. Man, I'd love to be able to modify this thing, but the guy makes his money from this sort of stuff, so that would be definitely stepping on his toes to modify this thing. Oh, you also get the, so the weird thing about semi-trailing arm is when you brake, it lifts up the rear end, so I'm gonna rip on only just the handbrake. Look at that. Oh, wait, no, it dips. It goes the other way around. I can't remember what it is, but it's like different from everything else, where like it dips in the rear end if you put the handbrake on, which is abnormal. Does it? I think it does that with semi-trailing on solid axle suspension as well. Very unusual. Oh, it drifts! Oh, no, I went too far. My bad. This is a fun little mod. Okay, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Go support this guy if you like his mods. They look pretty good. But for me, though, I'm gonna keep making my shitty little mods, releasing them for free, because otherwise I'd just be like, ugh, I can't believe I'm charging people money for this. And then people would feel like entitled to have a better mod. And I like being able to finish a mod, be tired with said mod, and then never finish it off, and just be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But if people were paying money, I'd feel obliged to finish my mods. But instead what I do is I leave my mods open so then people can finish it off for me, which I am absolutely fine with. If you ever see any of my mods and you're like, oh, this could do with this, and you want to modify my mod, go ahead. Re-release that mod. You don't have to give me credit, though it is appreciated if you do. That is entirely something that I leave up to the community to do. Myself, though, right now, I would like to thank my channel members, and that specifically includes the Rogue Tick, the Crayon Priest, for being a top tier channel member. Bandiddly-tastic. Oh god, okay, around we go. For the rest of you though, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.